Hey, so we just got a Volkswagen touareg, as you can probably see by the amazingness of this vehicle. And the door close thing is busted. Look at this, door open, says it's still open. And then you close the door, still open. It's pretty annoying because you can't use the central locking and it occasionally bings. You can just click this button here, boop, and then it goes away. But still not being able to use central locking to lock it and unlock it. Well, you can unlock it, but you can't lock it with central locking. You can use the key still, but damn annoying. I've been looking on YouTube, can't find any videos on how to actually do this. So I'm gonna try and show you how to do it. All right, so I'll show you the first few screws. They are one under here. Let's turn the car off. There's one under here. Two, should I say? There's one there, one up here, and there's one down here, I believe. Yeah, there it is. So that's all the screws to take that main board off. There's also, I think there's two. No, there's one here. So you're going to take this plastic piece here off. But last time I did this, I was unable to do this, to take this bit off, because it was bending so much that I was fearing that this was going to snap. And then I put a bit hard and it snapped the actual screw. So this holds in by the top part anyway. Like it sits in the window like most door jambs. And once you have gotten all the screws off, it has clips running all the way inside. So I suggest starting at the bottom, put on this to crack the first couple off, and then just sort of working your way around, pushing them off. And then when it gets to the top, that's pretty much it. And then you just sort of lift it off its little window thing. Alright, so once you've got the clips off, these little fuckers, then you lift the door up out of these little jam bits and then pull it out, and then it's suspended by all the clips. So you're going to take all these little clips off, which is quite a few. Yeah, this one here separates here, not at the actual door, because it's actually an inbuilt little tweeter dude. So it's mounted directly to it. And as far as the door handle goes, you have to actually open the door handle on the inside and then sort of like pull it out like that. So you're gonna open as you pull on this one, and it'll click out pretty easily. And the rest of the clips you're gonna have to figure out for yourself, because there's a lot of clips. The one down here, wait no, so it's down here, opens from the bottom. So that's a little tricky to see, and yeah, there's a little light here that just pulls straight out, and there's a little light here that just pulls straight out. They have, I don't know if they actually have clips. Yeah, it looks like they have a clip, but it doesn't look like it actually unclips, so that just pulls straight out, and they just push straight in again. Same with this one. This one's clip is the actual light, it looks like. Yeah, so now you have to unscrew all these bolts. There's a lot of them, so buckle up. And then haven't got further than this because I had to drive the car, so I had to put it all back together. But yeah, I'll figure it out from there and see if I can show you what it is. Oh yeah, with these clips as well. So this is how you reset the clips. You just go in between those bottom bits, and yeah, jiggle it around a little bit till it pops out. Then bam, ready to be put back in your outside door and then pushed in again to reopen. Save you a bit of dosh on little clips. Also the time to go get them. So I've got to the same point as I got before, except for I've taken off the window thingy. So that just goes in there. So if you want to replace that, it's just this little clip here and 3 screws, and that just slides straight out. I guess the new one will slot straight in, or you just take the motor off. Whatever's broken, I guess. This is perfectly fine though. So I'm gonna put it there. It's got a bit of grease in it, so try not to get dirt in that. It's tricky with all this stuff going on. But yeah, so this is what I got to last time, and it gets stuck here somewhere. Like it doesn't want to separate. So I'm not really sure what it is. I've undone all the little clips. This is the only thing I haven't done, but it's just started raining. So I might, it's just so stuck at the top and everything. Alright, so this thing here, right here, that bit slides into, sorry, the bit on this side, that rail slides into that blue bit, and there's a little roller on the inside there, and that goes around there. Same but opposite for that side. And speed got to come off. There's a little clip over there, little clip that holds onto these ropes. This little thing here goes onto that tiny little metal thing right there. Goes in there. And then the rest of the boot sits up here and clicks in there. Alright, so that's all tested and working. I'm putting it back together. Just a hint, took me a little while to figure this out. To get the locking mechanism out, once you've unscrewed these two, you also have to unscrew this little one here. It doesn't have to fully come out, it just loosens and you can feel like the looseness to it. And then this will be, because once you've taken those two screws out, this will be kind of like dangly. This will click into it, but so this will be dangling around, but it won't come out. So you have to, once you've loosened this one and removed this one, this will slide out here, and that is what's stopping this from coming out. So once that comes out, you can yeah, you can start removing everything, and it should work well. This is a lot more than I bargained for, but you know, got to do this stuff because it's going to cost way too much to fix, and it doesn't even need replacing, it just needs repairing. So yeah, a lot to do. So this is the troublemaker right here. I managed to get it out. It was not easy, and this sits in here like so. Just unscrewed it and took it off. It's a 3-pin. I think there's only 2 actual cables going into it, don't know why there's 3. But this little micro switch here is the problem. It's door open, door closed, door open, door closed. And when I took it apart, this little slider here, slides on it, was stuck right there. So the spring wasn't strong enough to push it back and have it closed. So yeah, that's pretty annoying. I took the whole thing apart. I called up Volkswagen before I took this little bit apart, and they said it was going to cost $280 to replace, which is expensive. And yeah, so I think I'm just going to clean this little slider, and I got some lithium grease, so I'll grease it back up, and I'll do my best to put it all back together and close back my door and hopefully get my windows working. Okay, so I took it apart, this one here, and lubed it all up. I tightened the spring a little bit by just bending it so it's a bit stronger, and yeah, now to give it a shot and see if it works. So it says the door's open like it did before with the previous problem. So now the switch has been lubricated and stuff. Let's give this a try. So I'll simulate a closed door. Problem solved. Alright, so now when I'll pull this back, and that simulates opening the door. Let's see what it does. Oh, this is tricky. There we go. Ignition switched on, and then it'll say the doors. Alright, and then let's try that one more time with pushing this back. See what it does. It's 1 click, and that's second. Door closed. Just saved myself a shitload of cash. Yeah. And then when you're done, it is tricky, but if you can take it apart, you can put it back together. You reverse the process, get it done, make sure everything works. Obviously the key's not in, that's probably why it's not working. Let's give that a try. Yeah. If you can notice the thin layer of film over absolutely everything now. It's because these guys, god damn it, wish the car didn't have to be open, but works. 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 These little things should light up. Yep. Yup. Alright, see that moves a little bit. So you just want to go around and test everything to make sure it's all working, and then easy done. And obviously the most important and final test it locks. Oh yes, finally, and unlocks. Oh, fixed. Saved myself a bunch. So that's how it's done. If you need to know how to take these doors apart, and if you need to change the window wipers, or I mean the window rollers, I don't know, whatever it's called, the window winder, or any various things, that is how the door comes apart. The hardest part is probably going to be this thing here, because this does click out. I'm not sure how. I did snap my one behind there because I pulled a bit hard and it snapped the screw, the little housing around the screw, because I bent this up a whole bunch. It didn't really come unclicked. It looked like it was going to snap here, so I just pulled it, snapped it off, and it sits in here anyway. The whole top sits all in there, so I don't know if you can actually tell that it's not even in properly. You can't, so I don't think that's a big deal. Personally, I'd probably do the same again because I don't want that to snap there. But yeah, is that? Hey, God, these cars are amazing.